Hey everyone, it's Onglor. Welcome to the video. Glad to have you here. Today I'll be sharing a mod with you for Skyrim Special Edition that allows a player to become either an orc chief or a high-ranking orc wife. Now, the mod author really wants the player to be an orc, but if you're not, there are console commands to bypass the requirement. But if you are, you will receive the quest naturally. And since I've never played one before, I decided to roll an orc to become a chief and go full immersive mode. So what I would like to do is share the mod with you, but not really give too many spoilers. And then at the end of the video, share my thoughts and just how I feel about this mod overall. And once you are completed, you will be the chief or the high-ranking wife of a stronghold, along with some custom followers that I think look pretty good. And make sure if you install the mod to check the files for those followers, because you want to choose one and install it. So let's have an actual look at the mod right now. So once you get the game started, there will be a courier that approaches you that hands you a note in response because you have issued a challenge to another orc to become chief and take possession of the stronghold. The response is rather interesting. He wanted nothing to do with you, which kind of caught me off guard because, you know, most of them want to fight and respond, but this one didn't. Anyways, after you're done with that, you are led to a small stronghold where there is a giant attacking. And I do like how things are mixed up a little bit here. It's giants versus orcs because I really never found myself face to face with giants too much, so it's nice to have a little bit of a change. After that, the other NPC is talking to you, telling you some ingredients that are needed to make a ritual happen, after which you will hear the whole spiel, which was rather interesting and also funny to me, at least. And then after the whole thing is done, you're going to talk to the chief here, who honestly seems worthless because he doesn't want to do anything besides sit home and lay down, which I find rather odd as well, being an orc. So you guys are led off to a cave where you fight giants. And when I say you guys, I mean you, the player, have to do everything yourself because the chief literally does nothing to help you and just runs away. So after everything is defeated and you are to the final destination, of course the chief doesn't want to do anything else and wants you to go fight the giant. So I said to myself, okay, I can use some extra gold, let's go get the job done. And honestly, this wasn't a very easy fight. I had to run around quite a bit and use a lot of potions. I'm definitely glad that I stocked up on potions before I left because this giant was a pain in the butt and it would have been nice to have some help, but you know, you can only rely on yourself in most situations and in Skyrim, right? And so after you're done running around trying to kill the giant, you take the loot, and there's a little twist that happens which I don't want to give away just in case anybody hasn't played this yet, so I'll let you as a player discover that yourself. And after you retrieve the weapon, you go back and inform the NPC what happened, and then you place it down on the mantle, and that's where everything from the quest gets started. Now, when I opened my journal, I saw a couple options, and naturally I wanted to find a loyal orc to help me because I fully want to explore this mod. So I found one to help me and said, hey, let's go, we got a lot of things to do. So after putting some proper gear on this NPC, you inform them that now is the time to strike, and they seem very happy about it. And what you're going to do is go to the stronghold, and before you actually reach the NPC in question, you're going to have to go through a lot of enemies to get to it, which I really liked because there were some of them that were really well geared. It's not like you can just walk in there and face roll everything, and I do like that there was a challenge. And since I'm just using a basic NPC or a follower to help me out, things were pretty challenging. And so after defeating them, I thought it was a really good idea just to run in here balls to the wall, not caring, and I thought I was going to take down Slob really fast, and I was terribly wrong. He gave me the business. So the second time I actually had a little bit of a strategy. I killed his bodyguards, and then I decided it was time to take him down. And this wasn't a very easy fight, which I appreciated as well. It took a little bit of strategy. And then once you kill the body, you're going to be looting a note from none other than his mother. So I highly recommend you read this note because not only was it very funny, but also very true. She was very harsh about her son, pretty much calling him a coward. And so after all that is done, you are ported back, and then you are tasked with finding more recruits for your new stronghold, which makes sense because you're going to need people to help run your place, right? And so after you're done finishing all the requirements of getting NPCs, as you can see, there are different options now to recruit NPCs. Some of them are pretty easy, some of them might take a little bit convincing, but as you can see about you, you can now start assigning your clansmen to different things about either where to sleep or the work schedule, which I like. So after you're done convincing the NPCs, as I said, either through marriage or just through other means, you can now actually go back to your stronghold, which is located in the mine, and take a look around after all the hard work that you have done and all the people you have slain. And so when I first got here, I didn't think too much of it. I said, oh, it just looks like a little basic place. But when I went upstairs, I was very pleasantly surprised by some of the things that I have seen. Now, here is your clan's brother, as you can see. There is one. And then I believe this is one of your wives. And once you go up, there is a letter inside of the wise woman's hut, which breaks everything down about, oh, actually I take that back, I apologize, it's in the next hut. But once you enter here, you can look around. As you can see, it looks just like a hut. I think the details are very nice. Then as you can see, there are other little huts around for the clan to sleep in. Now, here is your palace, the chief's. And then once you enter inside, here is a letter that you're definitely going to want to read. It explains everything and breaks down what's going on. And it's very funny, but very straightforward. It tells you about all your wives and honestly what they expect from you as a chief. And honestly, when I was reading this, I didn't even feel like I was in charge. It feels like all the wives were in charge. I'm like, whoa, here I am at my new stronghold with all these wives. So, all right, we got a lot of work to do. And here are the other custom NPCs. That is number 2. And then hiding in the hut is number 3. So here she is up close, and that's the up close custom followers. I highly recommend that you take a look at their pictures on the mod author's website, because I'm not very good with lighting and whatnot. So that is pretty much the mod in a nutshell without giving spoilers. I really enjoyed this mod. I personally had a lot of fun with it, and I highly recommend that people try it out. It definitely gives you something to do and work with after. So I will leave a link in the description below for the mod. And I really want to thank you guys for watching the video. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and then smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you guys do try out this mod, please let me know how you feel about it. Do you like it? Did you hate it? Were you, kind of in between about it? I would love to hear from you guys, so sound off in the comments below. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.